it does. I mean, there's like big names. You know, you hope you can get lucky and just slow ride it for as long as you can.
Yeah.
And just keep enjoying it. I mean, like even Kevin Hart was doing stadiums.
Yeah.
And
now it's like,
I mean, maybe he just doesn't want to do stadiums, but he's just doing arenas now.
Right.
Or like
Jump.
I know, but like he was doing like 70,000 tickets in a night. And so
what's the price point for what is your tickets? I mean, I feel like Kevin Hart.
No idea.
I feel like Kevin Hart could sell for like $100 a ticket. And they're probably still paying it. You know what I mean?
I think
like,
they are.
That level? Yeah.
Well, I think.
Imagine like 70,000 people at like $89 a ticket or some shit. It's fucking insane.
But you look at all the big guys, right? Like, I mean, fucking all the big guys. I'm not gonna name names, so I don't want to call people out. But like all the big guys, right? That were the biggest like 10 years ago. Some of them are not at where they were.
Right.
So you just got to be comfortable with the ebb and the flow,
Right.
and then go. Like for me, this ride has been a blast. And when we go back and we're like, hey man, we're just doing the Wilbur for a night, 2 shows. I'll be very fucking cool with that because that first leap to the Wilbur was amazing.
Right.
I don't expect to be. You know, it'd be great if I could just keep putting out cool content and keep writing hours. But like the pace we're on, like this is my 5th special in 4 years.
Yeah, that's crazy. Do you think that I mean, that's obviously a new thing because specials have kind of become.
That can't be right. This is my 5th. Will you see when I did The Machine, when The Machine came out? The Machine, Secret Time, Big Boy. This is my
This
is my 3rd special in 4 years. And my 4th special. It'll be my 4th special in 5 years.
Right.
But that's the clip that Bill Burr and Louis put us on. It was like, time to write, new material. It makes sense.
It does feel like a prime to me, like an athlete almost, where it's like you're at your peak and
Dude,
go,
I'm in my
go,
prime
go.
right now. I'm healthy. I feel still. I'm young.
Yeah.
I can do all the work. I love writing. I'm dialed into my voice. Dude,
The Machine was 2016. That's crazy.
2016 was when I released.
Even look at your face in that logo. You don't even look like the same guy.
What is that?
Nuts.
16, 17. What's that?
That's 5-6 years.
6 years.
5 years.
So 4 specials in 6 years.
Bananas.
But I'm like,
thank God for that story, man.
God, you have
Thank
no
God
idea.
for that fucking story.
Thank God for that teacher.
Yeah.
You know she's coming to the show tonight.
Yeah, I heard. That's awesome.
She thank God. I talked to her on the phone for like 45 minutes the other day, and I was like, thank God you were hot, because if you had not been hot, I would have left. If she was ugly, I that sounds horrible, but I just would have left.
Facts.
But she was hot, and I was like, I'll sit in a room and look at a beautiful woman for a scene and do no work. And I totally forgot she was coming tonight.
Change your life
But
forever.
Changed my life. Dude, thank God. Dude, think of all the sliding doors that had to happen to get me here, right? Thank God for Rogan.
Yeah.
Rogan's the first person, like, you need to tell
There's
that
a lot of
every
guys
night.
who can say that.
There's
about
a
Joe,
lot.
you
Yeah,
know?
there's a
Yeah.
lot. I can name them. I could run a list real quick.
Yeah.
But like, thank God for Rogan. He's like, you need to tell that on stage. That's your story. That's your story.
That's what's interesting to me, because earlier you were talking about like blueprints and stuff like that, and how you share the blueprint with the younger guys.
Joe is the blueprint maker.
But the blueprint is have this, like, it's first of all, be fucking hilarious. Like that's got to be step one, right?
Yeah.
So like I can't help you with that.
Yeah, there's not like a blueprint that fits all.
Yeah, I feel like what is what blueprint do you give? Like, be hilarious, have a great story, have a lot of great stories, live your life to the point where you have a lot of great stories, and then you get lucky a few times. That's what I think the blueprint is for everything. So I think it's hard to give a blueprint.
I think there could be a blueprint in the sense of like how you use the internet and get a social media presence, do the promo type videos that are interesting.
Yeah,
probably have a podcast, but yeah, otherwise it's like be a good stand-up
incredibly
comedy,
talented. I have been using HelloFresh for years, literally 4 years, 156 boxes. It is the best decision I've ever made. I don't have to go out to shop. I don't have to order unhealthy food. I don't have to take food forever to get to me. I cook it in 30 minutes and I'm done. It's delicious. It's the smartest thing you've ever done. Click the link in the description below. Join me. Get HelloFresh.
What do you think about? I feel like kind of going back to being podcaster versus a stand-up. I feel like there's a lot of guys who feel like they need to be a stand-up, and I think podcasting is its own like art now, and you can just be a podcaster.
Oh, fuck yeah! Let me tell you something. I look at like Dan Cummings got a great podcast called Time Suck, and he also is a fantastic comic. But if that guy ever decided to stop stand-up and just do his podcast,
right,
I almost think he'd be 10 times more successful.
Yeah, sometimes that's what I mean. Sometimes if you're just like, this is what I do,
he's selling great tickets.
That,
he's selling great tickets, and you don't want to shortchange that. But his podcast takes a great deal of work,
right?
And so you think, on those podcasts where you do the research, you're like, fuck, man. My blueprint in my book is start a podcast, get on stage, and then my blueprint is like, I was saying this last night, I don't want to hang out with people that aren't obsessed with it. Like, I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed with podcasting and stand-up. Like, obsessed. That's all I want to talk about. Like, and if you don't want to talk about it, I don't want you on my bus. I don't want to be around you. And let me tell you something. You hang out with Joe, you're also going to get hunting and MMA. But when I hang out with him, I mean...
all business, all comedy, all
dude,
internet.
When I talk to Tom, all we talk about is stand-up, who's doing who's doing what, where people at, podcasting, ads. Like, it's like, if you're not obsessed with the thing you're doing, just find the shit you're obsessed with.
We got to stop talking about our balls. All right, let's go answer the internet.
I think I would be cool if you. If you just did. I wonder if my podcasting would get better or worse. The answer is this:
if you just,
I know the answer.
you just did podcasting, would it get better?
I did that during the pandemic for 17 months. When Tom and I weren't doing stand up, I think our podcast was bananas. That's
where you're getting everything
Jennifer
out,
Aniston.
right?
That's Jennifer Aniston.
Yeah.
That's Kool-Aid.
Right.
That's like all the big hits from Two Bears where I fall out of the chair laughing. That's all when we were no stand up. So any idea we had, we took
That's
it there.
You're doing it.